Hello guys, Ivan here, and let's start this 2021 Mercedes-AMG E63S, and this is here the sedan version. So this is the all-new E63S sedan. As I said, I will just turn on the front and side cameras just to be sure that I don't curb anything. So guys, in this video, this is a first drive. Right now this car has 300 kilometers only, which is not a lot. Definitely you need 1,500 kilometers or 1,000 miles to run in the engine properly. So this is not run it in. So I will just drive this car more or less in a comfort way. You can go up to the 4,500 RPMs if the engine will be run it in. I will go full throttle as always, and I will put this car to its pace. I drove the GT63S. I think I can play some clips from the accelerations, and it was just insane, to be honest. Wow, big butt. Oh. Even in comfort mode, you can see and hear this growl. It's very nice. You don't hear this when you have the 53 version. You hear a sporty sound, yes, but not like this, because you know that this is a V8. So in similar fashion, if you buy this car as it's new, you will need to run it in. So that's normal thing. So right now we have 11 liters after my first stretch of the road, and we can try a motion start here to hold one pedal. Very nice. And it also works in the comfort mode, and we can turn on here the exhaust. Okay, so we are in comfort mode, so let's go. I think I can hear the turbo sound. That's interesting. So behind me there are some cars, a lorry, and brakes, they feel really nice as well. Yeah, I think I can hear the turbos. That's interesting. And even though I'm running in the engine, I actually caught up with another lorry. This is just a fantastic car. It can be so practical. You can take your kids to the school, and then you can go and get this wonderful sporty drive. And this car is also possible to get as an estate, as a wagon, so you can stuff even more luggage in the boot, and it can be even more practical than here the sedan. So this is just fantastic. Personally, I like more how the sedan looks, you know, like a sedan, sharp sedan. But I understand if you have a family, definitely it's more practical to have an estate. So yeah, I'm really pleased with the comfort level of this car. It's, you know, it's like for a true petrol head. It's comfortable, but you can feel the essence that this is a stiff car. And even at 1,500 RPMs, you can really nicely hear that this is a performance performance car. So you can see here that 4.5 RPMs are the maximum revs for a short period of time. So we will try that. So we can actually try it. Okay, that was like 3000. I didn't want to slam because it would go like crazy over the 4.5 RPMs. But yeah, this is even like this. It's so nice, so powerful. You can feel how much power this car has, and that's beautiful. Yeah, that was like 3,500. And you cannot downshift manually at the moment. So if you like this car but you prefer the SUVs, then the GLE 63S is a better choice for you, definitely. And if you like GLE but you will say like, yeah, I like GLE 63S but I would like to sit lower, and this is a perfect car for you. So we have here the 9-speed MCT transmission, AMG speed shift, MCT 9G. So this is a 9-speed wet clutch transmission and multi-clutch transmission. So this is different than the GLE 63S because that one has torque converter and also 9-speed, but torque converter. This is a little bit more old school and also more emotional to me personally, because the GLE has a more linear power, we can say, and this one has a more aggressive power. So really fantastic experience, and yeah, I really hope I can go and come back here to try this car with the proper accelerations when this engine, when we run it in. This is the all-new steering wheel, AMG Performance steering wheel with AMG Napa leather and Dynamica on the sides here, so it's very nice to hold. Dynamica is like an Alcantara material. You have also these dials here, which we saw first on AMG Project 1, and then they'll we can see these selectors also in other AMG variants. And right now we have this all new design in the beautiful E-Class. So emotion start can be done also in the Comfort if you hold one pedal and then start the car. And it has beautiful rich tone. So this car on cruise control, the D-Stronic Plus, it will steer automatically and also hold the lane, which is it doing now. I hope you can see the heads-up display. I will actually try to move it a little bit. So now I think you can see head-up display. So 120 kilometers per hour, this is like, that's like 70 miles per hour. And the car is immediately slowing down because we have a truck here. So the car keeps distance of 3 cars, and you can have a 4 as a maximum. So this is a really reliable system. You can count on this. And we have a full snow winter tires on this car, so you can change a bunch of stuff here with this setup of MBUX, which is new for this car. So the MBUX is new here for the E-Class facelift, and we have a very nice 12.3-inch screens, 2 screens, and so here you can check what kind of performance statistics the vehicle has. For example, here in the engine you can see engine oil temperature, transmission oil temperature, and then you can see how many Newton meters the car uses at the moment, and also how many kilowatts is that this engine can run on the 4 cylinders on the half cylinders in a comfort mode. So with this car, what was tuned from the pre-facelift was suspension in comfort mode. So now we have more comfort, but remaining the same sportiness in Sport Plus and the race mode. We have active engine mounts, which are great because in the Sport Plus race mode you want the car to be stiff and engine to be on. So right now in comfort mode, actually I see here now the icon when actually you are running on 4 cylinders, so I hope you can see it here. And yeah, I hope you can see it's here. It has like 2 pistons, and on the right side you can see 4. So that means that right now we are on a 4 cylinders. So I will actually reset the trip computer, and we can measure the fuel consumption at this mode. Usually this mode is turned on when you are cruising and you don't have as much wind resistance. So for example, now 110 kilometers per hour, and this mode is on, and now it's off. So it's doing it depending how the car needs, how much power, and based on that basically. This new steering wheel has larger pedal shifters, so it's much easier to actually use them. So why so many people love the E63? Mainly because this car is, it's like a super sport, but in the sedan version, and you can have 4 people on board, even 5 in the rear, and have a supercar-like performance, because this car has a 4MATIC Plus all-wheel drive system, which can change power depending how you need it, and you can see it here on the screen. So right now only rear wheels are putting down the power, the front not at all, because you don't need that if you are going in a slow, calm way. You don't need it at all. So the fuel consumption was 9 liters, and we were going uphill in 4-cylinder mode. So I think that's quite good for this engine being brand new, because after a while every engine in every car will have a little bit lower fuel consumption, so that could go even lower. So I think on the highway we can try that later, 130, 135, and how much this car will consume petrol. And as always you will see MPG on the screen for the UK and for the US. So yeah, and exhaust button is on. You can hear it, but more when you have larger RPMs. And I will drive this car also in the darkness. This shares a platform with GT 4-door coupe. The price difference is quite significant, obviously depending on our country, but here in Europe it's around 30-35,000 euros is the difference for basically the 63S variant of the E-Class and of the GT 4-door coupe. And yes, GT 4-door coupe has more power. It's set up in a more sporty way, but essentially these cars are on the same platform, developed on the same platform, so we can say they are similar, but they have also some differences, that's for sure. So this is also different look. You have framed doors, not frameless like with GT 4-door. And now I was like, why is this car so firm, and I'm in the sportiest setting of the suspension, so we can go back to the comfort. And we have air suspension here, adjustable air suspension for the AMG specifically developed, and yeah, now it's much better in comfort. You can feel, of course, that this is a performance car, but it's stiff, but in like a comfort way. And right now we are on uneven road, so this is not smooth road at all. And yeah, this suspension can filtrate this really nicely. Yesterday I drove E-Class, also facelift, the new one, Sedan, but the 400D diesel variant. So that was on the most powerful diesel variant. If you didn't see that video, or if it is not live yet, then subscribe and you will see that definitely. And that one engine was already run it in, so this should be pretty similar to that. So we have 610 horsepower, and with this handcrafted engine in AFFALTERBACH, you can check also my video from the factory how this engine is handcrafted in a V8 version, and also on the first floor, on the second floor, there is the new 4-cylinder, so you can check that video. So every engine is handcrafted in AFFALTERBACH and then shipped where this car is built. So this particular car is built in Sindelfingen, home base of the Mercedes-Benz. There is the largest factory, and it's quite windy today, but you don't really hear wind. This car is you don't really feel wind, because this car has so much mass, so much power, it's just floating on the road. If I compare this and yesterday the 400 diesel variant, I actually prefer this in the comfort, because the 400D, to me personally, it was so comfortable, maybe even too much. This is like comfort, but with really nice stiffness, so I actually prefer this kind of suspension. Alright, so now we have some uneven road.